Hi, I'm David Adams. I'm your instructor for the Project Management course. We just completed the second phase, planning the project and ready now to control the project. And this is where the fun begins. You now monitor the execution of the project and you look for changes in the scope, the time, and the costs. It's your responsibility as project manager to make sure these stay on schedule. Come with me as we learn how to control the project. With this lecture, we'll talk about controlling the project. We'll first review the control the project phase, and then we'll get into details on how to control the project. That is to monitor the execution of tasks and look for the actions for the variance correction at the update meetings. And then we'll conclude with best practices. A project manager during the control of the project is much like a conductor with a symphony. The project manager is responsible for the tempo. Are things being done on time? Are they being done within scope? Are the costs within budget? At times, the project may seem not in control, but this is where a good project manager comes into play. A good project manager will be able to do the reconciliation and communicate with the stakeholders throughout the execution, so there's no surprises. And within the robust project plan, the project had planned a communications grid which included ongoing task updates with a standing agenda. It is with these monthly meetings the project team can see whether the project is on time, within budget, and within scope. Let's come back to the Bolt Delivery App project. It's November 7th, and the project manager called meeting number 2 for the project update. And he finds out that the project activities and the new product strategy, items 2 and 4, have been completed 100%. But task number 5, the idea generation by engineering, has not even started. They should be at least 20 to 30% along with the task. Other reports from the project team reflect that cost, quality, and communications are all under control. After the meeting was completed, the project manager is responsible for putting together meeting minutes and action plans to summarize what went on and actions to improve and maintain the triple constraint. So when writing the meeting summary report that will go to the stakeholders, the project manager uses the template from the standing agenda. There's no issues, no action required. Scope seems to be fine. It really has to do with the timing. Further discussion with engineering shows that they are overlapping with another project, which did not allow them to start the project. But they committed that they would complete that task per the original project plan by December 16th. And the remaining items on the standing agenda, cost, quality, and communications, all appear to be okay, and no further actions are required. As part of meeting number 2 update, the project manager will indicate on the project schedule that tasks 2 and 4 are 100% complete. A review of the most recent version of the project task worksheet shows that the budget to date is $7,500. The project team noted that the spend to date for new product development was only $500. That's a validation that the costs are under control. To update the project schedule for the tasks that have 100% completion, it's a fairly straightforward path. For example, for project task number 2, which is 100%, you double-click the project task on the left-hand side, a pop-up window appears. You go down to enter the project completion 100 for 100% complete, and click OK. For the Project Gantt software, that horizontal yellow bar will now have 100% on the left-hand side, and the yellow bar will have a black line that goes completely through. Project task number 4 is the same, 100% complete. Double-click on the task, enter the project completion 100 for 100% complete, and click OK. For this slide, you'll see that for the Bolt Delivery App project through November 7th, that both tasks 2 and 4 are 100% complete. And we know task 5 is late. We can either change the color or just monitor it, but they did commit to complete by December 16, 2022, as indicated by the original project schedule. A similar exercise will be completed for each meeting afterwards. The project manager will assemble the team, go through the standing agenda, and update the project schedule accordingly, and write a detailed report to alert all the stakeholders. So in summary, there's some best practices to control the project. You need to hold your project status meetings to monitor the execution of tasks. Have those at least monthly. Then create actions for variances beyond the planned scope, time, and cost. And document. We will examine in the next unit how to do a scope change control. Your ability to do change control will either make or break the project. Until next time.